Hi, Travis it's How Are You here. Today we're back on the Gnome Mage, guys. Let's see how our auctions did. Put a few items up on the auction house last episode. Our heavy leather sold for 3 silver, 83 copper. And the heavy eyes sold for 3 silver, 74 copper. So we made a little bit of coin, not too much. Lucky red envelope was sent to us. I was grateful for your visit today. Take this gift for your lunar festival. Elder Wildman. Nice. So we'll take these items as well. I might put them back up on the auction house. We'll see if they sell. I don't think this is going to sell, guys. We're probably not going to sell it. 178 armor, 9 intellect, 10 spirit, male boots. Only paladins would wear that. Holy paladins specifically, so. And these cloth shoulders, 43 armor, 9 spirit, 9 stamina, maybe a priest. We'll put those up again. As long as there's some, yeah, they're just too cheap. People are just selling them for dirt cheap now. And these are, nobody's even trying to sell these. So yeah, we won't put those up. Let's put this leather up though. Make like, it's 20 silver. Not even. Do people buy Flask of Mojo? No. How's silk cloth doing? Yeah, no one. It's very, very cheap. So yeah, not much for us to sell, guys. Too bad. What's in this envelope? An Elder Moonstone. Summon a ring of light on a specific location that lasts 3 minutes. Okay, let's put it on. Can we put it on ourselves? Wow. Would you look at that? Wow. There we go. That was nice. Look at that. Take another screenshot or just one more. All right, there we go, guys. That was fun. Now it is time to turn in all of the quests, well, most of the quests that we completed last episode in Zul'Farrak. I had a fun time in Zul'Farrak. We will be doing that dungeon multiple times. There's a couple items that I want to get from it that we didn't get from Witch Doctor Zumra. I want to get the Jamansa grips, 42 armor, 10 stamina, 11 intellect, and 10 spirit. And also Zumra's Vexing Cane, 10 stamina, 10 intellect, and also increases our magic damage by 21. So we're going to try to get those two items. And we are going to
stand the heat of the Great Forge? I think not.
Theramore Isle, and then we're going to make our way over here and see Tabetha again. And we're going to turn in Power and Alderman and also TR of the Deep. And then after that, we will hearth back to Gadgetstan, and we will head north to the Shimmering Flats, and we will turn in Gazrilla. Really looking forward to turning that in because we're going to get our first trinket, and that trinket is a carrot on a stick, which increases our mount speed by 3%. We also have to turn in Necrum's Medallion, but I'm going to wait to do that. It's kind of out of the way down here at Netherguard Keep, but eventually we will be making our way down there to do this dungeon here, the Temple of Italikar, or Sunken Temple as people call it. So when we do that, we'll turn in Necrum's Medallion. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm doing well. Heard an interesting interview with Bobby Kotick. I don't know if you guys know who Bobby Kotick is, but he was the former Activision Blizzard CEO. And he was a part of the sale of Activision Blizzard when they sold it to Microsoft. And it was interesting. He actually told Microsoft, he's like, I don't think you guys should buy or get into gaming because Microsoft is not a creative company. Which is something pretty much like Steve Jobs said. You know, I remember, if you remember, like the Apple versus Microsoft days, like Apple was always known for being a more creative product, while Microsoft is more business and office oriented. So he had a point there. But they bought him anyways. And I guess they bought him just so they would, be in a better spot in gaming. And it seemed to... And they obviously bought them because of Game Pass, right? They wanted to have a pretty good library on Game Pass. But another thing Bobby didn't really agree with was, gaming as a streaming service. And also, it's like selling a subscription to play games. Because he's like, well, we have World of Warcraft, and we charge them, $15 to $20 a month to play that game. Like, why the heck would you offer all these other games with Game Pass? And he's got a point. Which is probably why we will never see World of Warcraft a part of Game Pass, which sucks, because I've always hoped that they would add World of Warcraft subscription into Game Pass. But yeah, that'll never happen. It's not worth losing all of that monthly revenue when, people are still paying for it. And video game streaming is in an interesting spot, right? I didn't even know about this, but Google gave an honest try with Google Stadia. It was a streaming service where you could, you didn't have to own any hardware, pretty sure, and you just had to be subscribed, and you could, stream games from Google. Amazon has one too, called Amazon Luna. You pretty much buy a controller, and with that controller you can hook it up to any TV or monitor, and then or just have it on the internet, right? Any smart TV, and you could play games, stream games from Amazon, which is not bad because Amazon's actually they got some pretty good streaming software, don't they? With the Amazon Web Services, AWS. They own Twitch as well. But I've never even heard of Amazon Luna. And I'm part of Amazon Prime. Supposedly if you're part of Prime, you get some games access, but supposedly the library sucks. So I probably wouldn't even play. I do take advantage of the free games they give you on Prime. But supposedly Amazon Luna is getting connected with GOG, which is sort of like a new Steam that's came out. It's called Good Old Game. A lot of older games on it, and supposedly GOG is going to be connected with Luna now, so you could stream from your GOG library. And if you're a Prime member, you're pretty much getting free GOG games every month. They're usually older titles, but they're good. I have around over 100 games on GOG. And they've all been just from Prime. Epic does that too. You get a lot of free games from Epic every couple of weeks. I think I have over 100 games on Epic too, and I've never bought a single game from the Epic store. Kind of feel bad about that, but I don't know. It is what it is. I guess they're trying to get you on the platform, right? Supposedly they've sold over billions of dollars, over $1 billion in game sales last year, so I don't feel too bad. But yeah, video game streaming is an interesting thing. A lot of companies, big companies, have been trying it. Microsoft, Google. NVIDIA's in it too. They have GeForce Now. I think NVIDIA's probably the best. The problem is you have to own the game before you can stream it, I think. And then it's just on their library. And then you could stream from a pre-built PC that they have or something. But there's queue times and all this crap that I've heard of. And that's always a pain when you don't want to really be on like a timer when you're playing a game, or you don't want to wait in a queue to play. But I assume if you're buying the premium subscription that you won't have queue times, but I could be wrong about that. But I kind of agree with Bobby on like game streaming. That's just not a thing right now. I don't really know anybody who streams video games or uses Amazon Luna. You know, Xbox Game Pass has streaming too, I believe. Never heard anybody use that software for streaming. Usually if they have Game Pass, they just download the game and then play it. And I assume there's like pretty bad input lag. I've heard Amazon's is pretty good for that. It's not that laggy. But they just don't have the library like other companies have. So yeah, I can kind of agree with Bobby Kotick on that one. Like, I don't know if game stream he's going to do well, but Microsoft is really taking over the playing video games as a subscription service. That's for sure. Because these games are like $60 to $100 each, right? And if you want to try them, you don't know if they're going to be good. You probably are better off subscribing for a month, seeing if you like it or not. But it's just more of like no one will own games anymore, right? It'll just download them. You won't have any physical copies anymore. I think that's, and then we won't see stores like well, we have EB Games up here. I think it's called like GameStop USA. Won't see that anymore. Gotta get on our mount here. Might as well just fight these things. Remember the last time I was here? For a while ago, we were just like running for our lives forever. It's before I had a mount. I don't really have to do that anymore since we're higher level now. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Game Pass. I think Microsoft's doing the. I like what they're doing. Kind of moving away from like Xbox and all that. They're sort of turning into like a Steam almost, and then Steam sort of turning into Microsoft because they're coming out with their own operating system and all that stuff. It's kind of interesting. Let's get on our mount here before we start getting... Oh my gosh. Getting attacked by oozes. We were so close to getting on our mount. Crossbolt spam here. And I recently did Gnomergon on the Hardcore Warrior. That was fun. I've never done Gnomergon as a Horde player before. And I didn't know about this, but there's a teleporter in Stranglethorn Vale at Booty Bay. And you can teleport from there to Gnomergon. So I was wondering, I'm like, how the heck are we going to get there? And there's actually a quest you do to access that teleporter. So it's pretty damn easy to get there. You just teleport there. It's kind of ridiculous. Just went to Ratchet, took the boat, and then hopped in the portal, and we were good.
Your errand must mean much, adventurer, to draw you
Have
so
you seen
deep into
the
marsh.
Have you been to Alderman Traversine? Did you defeat the Obsidian Sentinel?
You did it? Well done. I was chatting with some of my colleagues, and when your name came up, they said, "You know, that adventurer sure works well under stress."
We have to
But
kill
when I told
mana
them I sent you
surges?
to Alderman against the
Interesting.
Obsidian Sentinel, they said I was crazy. They said, "Tabetha, you're crazy. There's no way adventurer could take on that Sentinel." And I said, "We'll see." And then they said, "Yeah, we'll see." Well, we sure showed them, didn't we?
Yeah, we'll see.
We are almost finished, but this last step is the most perilous, adventurer. I have the empty summoner's orb and am ready to empower it. We will do this by harnessing the energy of a mana rift. I'll cast a spell that will temporarily open a rift from which creatures' mana surges will pour out. You must defeat the mana surges and their power will be released, which I will then collect. Kill enough mana surges
These
before
guys
the
are
rift
weak.
closes and I will place all their
Oh.
collected energy in your orb.
I didn't know we had like a certain amount of time. So we have 10 minutes. That's a lot of time. I wish like they would bring more out. Like let's bring out like 10 of these guys. Can AoE them all down? It'd be tough though because they shoot lightning bolts. It would be kind of rough. But we'll do it the old-fashioned way. I think we're doing all right. Eight minutes left, and then get to slay, what, 9 more? Just good old Frostbolt spam. Let's do an evocate here. And it's kind of nice. They don't, like, come out and just start attacking you right away. I think that would be... You know, make that a little bit more challenging. You can kind of pull them one at a time. Get to interrupt that. You know, just do classic Frostbolt spam. I'll do a little Blizzard. See how this goes. The LOS here. This isn't looking too good. It's actually looking kind of bad. It's okay. LOS. Bandage. Okay, I'm going to start casting. It's actually terrible. It's getting bad. They're running out of mana. Okay, good. That's 4 more to go. How much longer do we have? We have like probably 5 minutes at least. Mana regen's pretty bad. Let's make ourselves a mana jade. They give you time to like eat and drink, right? If we fail this, I'd feel pretty bad. It's a mage quest. We have 6 minutes to kill 4. It's tons of time. Oh no, please don't kill me, dude. This guy's a shadow priest. Oh, there's like 4 of them there. If I was him, I would think about killing me. We're just gonna let him go. And speaking about PvP, PvP servers. Somebody brought this up. I think his name's Ampy. It's a pretty good mage, and he was talking about this. I thought about this as well a few times, and it would be amazing if we could have a PvP server with 1 layer. like no layering. It's like right now we have 5 layers, right? So these are pretty much a bunch of servers that are full. So it's really, we're on Nightslayer, but there's 7 layers of people playing. So it's pretty much one server that's actually 7 servers. And it kind of ruins the classic WoW vibe layering, to be honest. Because it doesn't really feel like a server anymore. You know, if I'm here in Dustwallow Marsh, someone should be able to log in, come here, and they would see me here doing this quest. Right?
Need help? You did it! I never doubted you for a second. Okay, maybe for just a second or two, but basically I didn't have much doubt, honest.
It's a nice wand.
Wonderful.
Offhand.
You found it. And what's just as
2
important,
golds.
Belratha no
nice.
longer has it.
You get both
Thank
items.
you, adventurer. I am forever in
We
your
leveled
debt.
up, yeah.
And if I sounded a little mean before, pay it no mind. You'll find me a much nicer person to those who haven't stolen from me.
All right, so we're gonna get another we're gonna get Arcane Subtlety, the next rank. Reduces your target's resistances to all spells by 10 and reduces the threat caused by your arcane spells by 40%.
You
Plus
should be
deal
proud
power.
of yourself, adventurer.
Nice, another
Many
quest
mages
done.
have fallen to the creatures you faced. The celestial orb is ready.
Oh, that's a
Or
nice
if you'd
offhand.
like, I can mount it atop a staff. It's up to you. I'd prefer the orb, but who am I to judge?
Yeah, who are you to judge? The orb is pretty cool. So the orb has 3 intellect, increases damage and healing done by magical spells by 13, and there's an on use that gives you 400 to 1200 mana. That is really cool. That's actually better. And then we could keep Hypnotic Blade. And Hypnotic Blade gives us 9, so we would have 21 magic spell damage total from our weapon. Now the Celestial Stave gives you 8 intellect and increases damage and healing done by magical spells by and effects by up to 22, which is not bad. The thing is, eventually we're going to get Zumra's Vexing Cane, which gives us 1 less magical spell damage. Gives us 21 instead of 22. But instead of 8 intellect, it gives us 10 stamina, 10 intellect. So this is already better. I think the Celestial Orb's the way to go. She's right.
Safe travel.
So we took the orb, and that will replace our Orb of the Forgotten Seer, which gave us 12 magic damage. So that is good. Put that here. Whenever we need mana, we can just use it. That's an awesome offhand. So yeah, we don't really, I don't even think we'll take that staff anymore. Like maybe we will, but we get more, we get the same amount of magic spell damage from this. More intellect as well from this combo. And we also get to restore 400 to 1200 mana on use. That's amazing. So I'm happy we got that done. Mage's Wand, I guess we'll pick that up.
Light be with you.
But we need the Bolt Charge Bramble still. We'll get that later. We have
Be
the
careful.
Jade. Should have got that when we were up in Airy Peak. Because we could just... I think it's around here. I'm not too sure. We'll eventually get it. So let's hearth out of here, guys. And we'll make our way to Gadget Stand. And then we'll get our next piece, which is going to be Carrot on a Stick. Yeah, back to layering, guys. I kind of agree with Ampy on that. I seen it was like a clip. I was just watching shorts. It came up, and he was talking about how much better it is on a PvP server to not have layers. Now, yes, there would be queue times to get into that server, and to make sure the server doesn't get dominated by a specific faction, they would probably have to have a limit on the amount of Horde players you could have online at one time, and the amount of Alliance players you could have on at one time. And then like a limit of total characters that are on the server too. Alliance and Order, or accounts, I guess you could say. Because if the server just had was like 80% Horde, 20% Alliance, then Horde would just dominate Blackrock Mountain or any popular farming spot, and it would just be uncontested for Horde. It would just become a Horde server. On a PvP server, you want there to be PvP skirmishes. Right? That's the main reason why people join PvP servers. Right? They're kind of looking to do a little bit of PvP out in the world. And it would be a blast, fighting, trying to get control of Blackrock Mountain. That would be really cool. Now, it's not like it really matters that much, because, you can just death walk to the raid if you die a couple times, but people would be fighting for control of it, I think, right? It kind of become like a PvP playground.
Need assistance? Off and away.
Do you have the scale? I can't wait to try different ways to harness its energy.
Wow, you got the scale. Thanks, adventurer. I can't wait to get to work on this thing. So you saw Gazrilla? Was he as big as they say?
All right, nice. We got the carrot on a stick, guys. And we're moving at 3% faster with our mount now. But yeah, I think it would be awesome if it was on one layer. I would honestly play on that server. I wouldn't mind just waiting in queue. I've done it before. There's ways you can do it when you're not at your computer. You can kind of use have like a Windows screen share on your phone, and you can queue up on your phone. Try to time the amount of time it's going to take you to get back home, and then it's obnoxious, but it's what people did to try to get on when they would get home, so the queue wouldn't be as bad. But there would be queue times. But the cool thing is say people are farming Black Lotus, or players are out there farming Devilsaur Leather in Ungoro, there would be wars there. It's there would be PvP battles in Ungoro Crater to take control of that area. It would be a blast. If you like that style of MMO. And that is more of like an old school style MMO. If you ever played Tibia, or I assume RuneScape, or any old school MMO, the PvP was really brutal in those games. If you got a bad reputation with a certain guild, or you say you killed the wrong guy, right? Or you're farming in a certain zone or area that a person is claiming, and then you don't leave, you could end up being hunted by a guild. Now, if there's one layer, you can't just layer hop around and avoid people. What you can do is, what will happen to you if you're hunted, you'll get hunted down until you log off. And in old school MMOs like Tibia, you could be hunted, and every time you die, if you don't have protections that you have to pay for, you will lose XP, and they could literally kill you down to level 0, or to level 8. I believe there's a place called Rookguard where you start. There's no PvP or anything like that, but they could literally kill you till you're off the world and and it's toxic, but it makes the game feel more like a world. Say I go up to this guy, right? And I kill him. I'm not going to do that, but say I kill him. He gets pissed off. He calls his guild. They come and they hunt me down until I log off. Right? They just camp me for hours, right? And they could find out where I am. They could just type my name in, and it would say I'm in Tanaris or something like that, right? In Tibia, they had something like that. There was there's a way you can look for people. I forget what the spell was called, but there's a spell you would cast. It didn't tell you where the person's exact location is, but it would tell you that the person is far north, or very far north, or north. You know, so you would have to kind of guess where they are on the map, and eventually people would track you down. And there was guilds. There's like a lot of politics on the server. Like a guild could come and be like, we're farming this dungeon. You got to leave or we'll kill you. And then you just got to leave. It is what it is. It would be cool if I would like to see what. Well, you did get to see what World of Warcraft Classic was like back then in 2019 for a bit before layering came out, and the queue times were brutal. They were like 4 to 6 hours you'd be waiting to get on the server. That was terrible. But the World PvP was like it was pretty hardcore. Where a lot of Alliance on Fairlina, the server I was on, ended up leaving the server because they were just getting ganked so hard. Because, you know, people were getting honorable kills in Phase 2. And you just log in and you would go to like Eastern Plaguelands or Blackrock Mountain and you just get killed automatically. I forget when layering came. Maybe it was before Phase 2, but I remember Phase 2 being pretty toxic for the Alliance on Fairlina. But they stuck around, and they won their fair share of fights, too. It's just when the Burning Crusade came out, all of the dead Horde servers, all the Horde migrants came to Fairlina, and then the server just got overpopulated with Horde, and then the Alliance just couldn't handle it anymore. And they all left to go to like an Alliance-dominated server. And then that completely ended the faction balance on that server forever. And then the only server that had a faction balance was Grobulus. That's another thing I hope they would do. It'd be awesome if they had a server like that, PvP server with one layer, and it was an RP server as well. So it just adds that little RP element to it, which would be entertaining for me. Even though I wouldn't be like too much a part of the RP, I do find it kind of entertaining when you're witnessing an RP event in the world. It just adds to the immersion of the game. Like I think this server should be RP PvP. Because why not? Like why don't we have an RP server for the anniversary, right? There should be at least one. And I wonder if players like hate RP so much that they just like, I hate RP. I won't play on a server like that. Because to be honest, you could play on an RP server. I played on Grobulus a bunch of times, and I didn't RP, and you wouldn't even notice you're on an RP server, for the most part. All right, so what are we doing right now? Doing this quest, and I want to queue for Zul'Farrak. Just queue up, see if we can get into a group. There's tons of groups. I wonder if there's like a mage cleave. I wonder if there's like spell cleaves. I kind of want to get into like a spell cleave. None of those groups look like spell cleaves though. Yeah, none of them at all. Except for this one, maybe Gokars. But what we'll do here is we'll just try to get these, slay some bandits and try to get some water pouches. Complete this quest. Could also try to find Caliph Scorpion Sting as well. See how much mana we get back from the Celestial Orb once we get over to this water spring. I hope they come out with a server like this. And they should just have it as an option, right? If you want to play on that server, you play on it. You know, and if you don't have, you know, the heart or the time to wait in queue, you don't want to deal with that crap, just play on a server with layers. Because there are a lot of people out there that are looking for that classic experience, you know what I mean? And there was a lot of things back in the day you would hear about, like server reputation. Like even back in Wrath when I was playing, there was server reputation because there was only one layer. Like you're on your server, everybody you were just on your server. So if you had a bad reputation, it would actually matter, right? Like you would have trouble getting into guilds and stuff like that. The thing is today that there's just, the player has more power than the guilds. So even if you have a bad reputation, you'll always end up finding a guild that just doesn't care what you did. Like you could be the biggest ninja ever. You could be the most toxic player ever. And there will always be a guild that says, you know what, I don't really care what you've done. We just need a warrior. Or we just need a mage in our raid. So the player has more power these days than the guild. You can always find a guild that'll take you. But back in the day, there wasn't as many, I guess, players and not as many people willing to, like, run guilds. So to get into a guild and be a part of a guild, it was, like, kind of almost like a privilege. A lot of people weren't even, like, you know, doing the content back then, or doing Molten Core or Blackwing Lair, I assume, was, like, a big deal. Okay, we got invited to a group. I wonder if he wants to do Spell Cleave. I'm gonna ask him. Is that the plan? Oh, what? Oh, this is for this. Oh, we're doing the quest? Okay, we'll do the quest together. No problem. Never mind. I'll help him out. Gotta kill a few of these guys. Alright, dude. Let's do it. I'll give you my frost bolts. I'll give you some intellect. Yeah, it would be cool. I wish they come out with a server like that in the future. I hope they listen to the community. And then if they have another server where there's layers, people can't go onto the forums and be like, why is the queue time so bad? It's because people want a server like this. That's why. People want to play on a server that has one layer. Clearly demand for it. And if the demand becomes too high, like say it's like 4 to 6 hour queues like it was on Fairlina, then, you know, they can just make another server, man. Like, you guys are getting paid like $15 to $20 a month. Like, what does it take? Right? I don't know what it takes, so I can't really talk that much shit about it, but I think, you know, for the subscription price, we should get that. It's not like they have to make any content for the game, right? The player base is clearly fine with the phase content of going from like phase 1, from Molten Core to, you know, Nax. All they have to do is just manage the servers and I guess listen to the community, see what they want. I would honestly prefer a one-layer server over like Season of Discovery. And arguably Classic Plus. Like, I don't even know how good Classic Plus would be. And really, that's just well, what Classic Plus was it? Season of Discovery is pretty much Classic Plus, but it became more like retail. It was a little too... It went a little too much on the retail side, in my opinion. This warrior's being sketchy. Go finish him. I got your back. It's being sketchy. Should I go get him? Two, three. Haha, you're all slowed now. Finish him off. Finish him off. I'm gonna see if he can handle him. It's actually getting cracked. Like, don't worry, I won't let him kill you. See now, if we were we were on a single layer, right? He could call his guild, and they could camp us. They can still do that on this server. You know what I mean? But we could just switch layers, right? And then see you later. You have to find us now. So it makes like world PvP kind of a joke. Have we killed Khalif? I don't even know. I've just been talking about the server. Have we killed that guy? I don't think so, right? Could have invited him. I don't know. Here. Some water. Oh, the druid left. Didn't want to invite the druid. Just likes mages. He's not a fan of he doesn't like druids. That druid hooked us up, though. You got Mark of the Wild and Thorns. Yeah, it would be amazing, man. I remember the Devil Sword Mafia here, too. That was a war zone. But it got kind of lame because Horde and Alliance guilds would group up. And, like, they're on Discord, like a Horde guild would tell the Alliance guild, hey, there's a Horde player farming black Devil Sword leather. Can one of the Alliance people from the Alliance guild we're working with come and slay the Horde player? Because we can't do it because we're Horde. And then vice versa. Say there's like an Alliance player farming Devil Sword leather and the Alliance were on, they couldn't stop him. They would just tell the Horde guild to come online and deal with this guy. And then eventually there would be two other guilds that were Alliance and Horde that would fight the other Alliance and Horde guilds. And it was like just a war, man, for that Devil Sword leather. And what Devil Sword leather is, there's these like 3 T-Rexes that walk around and grow a crater. We'll eventually see them. They're elites. Pretty scary, especially on hardcore. And they're like giant T-Rexes, and if you kill them, they drop a... Well, if you kill them, you have to have leather. You have to have skinning. But if you have skinning, you can get Devil Sword leather off of them. And if you have leather working, you can craft this Devil Sword gear. That is pre-best in slot for hunters, rogues, warriors, red paladins, in-hand shamans. All that stuff. Okay, let's roll. Is he rolling on it? Roll the 43, all yours. Let's use the cooldown on this is crazy. 30-minute cooldown on Celestial Orb. Can't complain though. It's pretty damn good. You have that and mana Jade. That's pretty crazy. And then also mana pot. What do we still need? I need water pouches. Water pouches. What else does he need? And bandits. You're gonna give me water pouches? Oh, thanks. Does he actually need them? Can you trade him, or is the quest... It's soulbound, isn't it? You can actually sell them on the auction house. What does he want? You want me to buy them? I just gave him water. He's trying to... I don't know how to split. Shift click. Shift click in your bag. Doesn't want to give me all of them. Okay, thanks. It was nice of him. He hooked us up. Cool guy. I wonder if that warrior will come back and gank us. He thought he was a beast too, man, because he he had whirlwind axe. It was enchanted too, so he probably felt pretty strong. I wanted the paladin to finish him off, but I got a little worried. Got low. Pretty close to he got close to... Oh, we got an iron deposit there. He got close to execute range. And I didn't want to see him get wrecked. This guy actually... Is he a miner? Yeah, we should kill Khalif. The druid was looking for him. It does feel a little bit faster, the mount, now that we have carrot on a stick. Yeah, I killed him earlier with some dude, but didn't have the quest. It's too bad. Are they killing him? Did we kill this guy? Look at these. That's the warrior from earlier. It's gonna dispel me. Just attack them, dude. I'm just gonna go away. This guy's crazy. Oh my gosh. Finish him for me, dude. Save me, Dozy. Yes. My hero. My hero, dude. Yeah! I should have ice blocked. That was hilarious. But yeah, you don't really need the layers to be... You don't really need the server... Like, you don't need the one layer server, but it would be cool. It's a different flavor of world PvP, I guess you could say. These guys are pissed. Like that warrior there is so pissed. Like 100% pissed. He just died 2 times to us. They're talking right now. They're like, we're going to kill these guys. They're going to try to kill me because I'm the easiest to kill. I just got to make sure I ice block. I should have ice blocked there. Not this one. Okay. He's like talking about the 52 that just ran by us. He's like, don't attack that guy. Level 51 probably too high. Yeah, true. Gotta pick our fights. Yeah, they're just chilling, man. They're not rezzing yet. They should be back. When they come back, they know that they've rezzed. Their body turns into a skeleton. I think they're kind of just waiting for us to run away. Yeah, I played like crap there. But we did run away, which was good. Yeah, we bought the paladin time to finish off the warrior. I should have polyed the shaman. But he would have just kicked us with Earth Shock. Still need bandits if we see any. There's Tito. He's like I think he's a multi-boxer. He is. See how it's like the other mage is following him? Let's get rid of this guy. Can I mark? Is he gonna kill him? Oh my gosh, they're sitting in the blizzard. What the heck? Nice. Star Bandit. Thanks. It was the last bandit we needed. That's why we killed them. Wouldn't have killed them if we didn't need the bandit, but bandits are rare, right? So we wanted to make sure we got that. And this guy's multi-boxing, you know, it's kind of greedy, man. Like, 2 accounts at once. Gotta watch out for people that multi-box so they can grief you pretty hard. Shitting on kids. I guess so, yeah. Not really. I guess. I don't know. We could get shit on, though. Could change fast. Like right here. Here comes Psycho. I don't think Psycho's a nice guy. I think Psycho's gonna kill us. This guy. What's his name? His name is even... It's Fizco. Gotta watch out for Fizco. Well, we can try to find this guy. I'm gonna still look for a bit. I wanted to get into a Zul'Farrak, but gone to this girl. There they come. Here they come, dude. They're gonna chase me. In the lightning bolt, I'm gonna polymorph. Sit down. Just keep him polyed. Nice, he doesn't have a trinket. Kill this guy. Ice block, finish him. Oh, damn it. Okay, good, he finished him. We gotta run away. He's gonna chase me? You gotta come get this guy, dude. Dude, help me, man. Like, he's... This guy's just on his mount chilling. He's running away. Go get him. I'll poly this guy. He's going to chase him. Did he stop him? Oh, damn it. Get him, dude. Don't go. Oh my gosh, dude. Don't let him mount up. Damn it. Oh, man. What a battle this has been. Purged off all my buffs. Classic shaman, man. Alright, guys. Well, that was fun. We're getting close to an hour here, so... Oh, wait. Here he comes. Here he comes. He's gonna let me mount up. I guess so. Yeah, guys, we're getting close to an hour here, so I'm going to call the episode here. Next episode, we'll probably be in the same group looking for Khalif Scorpion's thing, and then hopefully we can get into Zul'Farrak. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.